deemed useful by Drian. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion to the Royal Derby. Leg 1, RRQ ONIC. Game 3, back to a best of 1. Who's gonna come out on top?
Let's see. Emblem check and spell check, Rashi, Mr. Analyst, go ahead.
Well, Naomi is going with the concussive blast still, so is Versik. So far it's just a tanky, it's not even a sustained build, it's just a tanky build to just go and ram into your opponents. But Versik isn't going to try and contest or try to steal the opposing buff. Because I guess Bane has good clear, but look at that.
Yeah, early Purify here popped by CW. Naomi now with level 2. Oh, Skylar already munching that gold shield bot side to a half HP. Wow, that's already good early start for Skylar.
Yeah, it truly is. It's very unfortunate here. I feel like ONIC they were banking on the early game. You can even see from the choice of talents from the Valentina, right? They went for the Bargain Hunter. They're trying to get that item power spike faster in this early game, trying to out-rotate RRQ, but with the Wings by Wings, it's looking like it's very, very difficult. And with the Weapon Master choice, Arashi, that actually confers that Clay likes to bring it to the late game.
He wouldn't mind doing that at all. That's just how this man operates. But a big concern of mine for the side of ONIC is the fact that a Cho against a Cho against a Kufra. We've seen this matchup before. Against, I believe, is it Beloyski on the Kufra? But a Cho finds it very difficult to find those pickoffs with that bouncing ball. So that could be a bit of an issue for Keyboy, but that has never stopped him before.
Nope. And we can see here already top side now. Rion, forces the figure early and recall. So that means that this turtle, yeah, it should be open for the side of RRQ. Very strong early game. This is why this Baksha is a menace. Rotates fast, adds killing pressure. And there you go, Talon's prediction. 3-3, even Stevens.
Is that Papulong voting for ONIC?
Yeah, the first time in a long time.
The crowd broke him.
Okay.
Truly did. RRQ now kind of breaking ONIC's strategy in this early game already with 1,000 of gold lead. And it begs the question why ONIC just really committed into this early game, seeing how great Versik is at rotating on the Baxia with play as well. Versik still able to get that Lethal Wanderer as well, so they are getting the trades, better trades than ONIC here in the early game.
Keyboy will be poked to a quarter HP. I think 40% of his life there. Forced to use the recall and take a look at the rotations already. For RRQ, 4v2. Oh, Keyboy hasn't recalled. Now see how he is at half HP, but no commitments from inside of RRQ.
Skylar is doing really well in this lane, trying to zone CW from as many minions as possible. That's great. He's getting more turret gold as well. In a way, this composition from RRQ is stronger than in the previous game, but it's also a bit more lopsided, and there's less actual pick-off crowd control damage, so there's less things that ONIC can be caught off guard with. But now on top, Boots, forced to use the Dragon form, slides away.
It's crazy that all the resources from ONIC have been used defensively in the first 3 minutes of the game, right? There's not any use for these flickers offensively. CW looks for some damage onto Naomi. Doesn't really have it just yet with the item that are lacking here in the first few minutes. Because of, like you mentioned, how Skylar has been really good at taking these creeps away.
Well, CW seems to be scaling pretty okay, but a lot of action has not been approaching his lane. I think the EXP is where we should be taking a look at. It's going to be a Yutong with a Quantum Charge, but oh, hey on Naomi.
No first blood just yet. This might be it. Naomi now taking a lot of damage away with Dragon, and there you go, Naomi taken down. Keyboy now might be the next target, and with the torn apart memory, Skylar says yes. It's going to be Banana now taking damage. 4,000 HP on this turtle. Carry is still in that vicinity. It's going to be Versik taking it comfortably. Clay still forces to use the Purify. Skylar forced to flicker out as well. But at the end of the day, RRQ wins out on that trade.
Unfortunate, right? Like, RRQ, they were so good at baiting ONIC's resources. I think the Deadly Catch is so good for the retribution take, but Kyrie was forced to use it early because of the engage from RRQ to prevent more casualties in that team fight. And with that, it was super easy for Fursic to just walk in, roll in to get it, but they canceled.
Yeah, it's cancelled now. Oh, with the feather airstrike, Keyboy, no resources whatsoever. Kyrie here in the bush. RRQ, it seems like they read that out. And take a look at Baksha, so proactive, taking the purple buff out of the hands of Kyrie.
He's just wheeling around as much as possible. You can't really leave him alone, especially when you spend so much time in the bottom side right here. Jian steals the feather airstrike, but he won't be able to use it for a lot, except for clearing, unless Fursic comes in.
Jian, a feather airstrike, but cancelled by Fursic. Now, will they commit to this? It's a 4v3. ONIC, they know better.
When does the power spike from the Bane hit, right? On the Bane.
So far, unfortunately, in the MPL, we haven't seen it too often, but Keyboy will be able to slide away. RRQ, they're trying their best to be aggressive, but right now, this might be the force that they want. The conceal will actually deter them away from it, though. They wasted a lot of time rotating around there for no real big payout.
Whoa, 75%. Now to the hands of the Kingdom.
Yeah, the Kingdom really pulling through here. 75% audience prediction here by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Very different to what we feel in the venue. It feels like a really good 50-50. Both of these teams really having the support of the Kingdom and the Sonics. But back into the game, 6 minutes in, almost 7. RRQ still holding control. They have the lead, they have the dominance, but they're playing very, very slowly. Waiting for the right time. This might be it.
Ooh. Bane will get the turtle comfortably. Keyboy, though, will be punished. But Calm Flicker gets him out of the way. So it's a trade fully favoring the side of ONIC.
Very well played for them to just sneak in that turtle, but as a result, they lose control. And against a team like this, you want that vision. You want those minion waves as far away from your jungle as possible. RRQ immediately start encroaching on Kyrie's territory, most likely denying the orange buff away unless they get a kill as well.
Oh, good catch on towards Skylar. Cancelled immediately with the Magic Ball, but Kyrie will secure the kill. Petrify on towards 2 in the backside. Naomi very low, gets taken down as well. Now Fursic isolated in the backside, gets taken down. A Banana finding compensation, taking tier 1 in the mid lane. But overall, ONIC, I feel like won that fight.
Yeah, they're playing the team fights really well. 3-4-1 trade. That gold gap that RRQ have built is slowly shrinking. And what I find most peculiar is the fact that, like you mentioned, Arashi, Fursic has been very active in the jungle of Kyrie, but look at the level lead that he has. 11-10 on Fursic.
Oh, take a look at CW. Pops the Shaman Force there. Still able to get out. Banana needs to be careful here. Okay, they sense that Keyboy is in that vicinity, so they do not cross that bush.
Well, Kyrie has been very good at just minimizing that level gap. Before that, though, let's take a look at the instant replay. They go on to Keyboy, but Keyboy was able to just dodge everything, and that puts Skylar right up front, one of the main damage dealers. And the composition of RRQ, it's aggressive, it has crowd control, but not moving backwards. So that is where ONIC see their opportunity and just pounce on the whole roster. All towers are still available for RRQ though, and this is where it gets quite scary. The Lord is so important. If ONIC gets it, this allows them to equalize in the structural difference. If RRQ gets it, this allows them to get that much closer to gaining full control of the jungle and just ending this game before that dreaded late game makes its appearance.
Wait, did I see that right? Clock of Destiny Drian? 9 minutes? That's so long.
Oh, let's see here, Banana looking for an angle. Clock of Destiny, 9 minutes. Maybe he built another item. And I know we need to check down the items here, right?
We'll have to see once the items do pop up, but on the top side, notice how the waves are converging on the side of ONIC. That means it's going to push towards RRQ. So now the clock starts ticking. RRQ needs to rush this Lord or go for a team fight. They wait too long, they lose towers.
And all the while, you can see here, ONIC just farming up there in their own jungle. I think a play is about to elapse here. Keyboy trying to open up the map, trying to get vision. Play needs to be careful with his positioning. Keyboard can always go in with a Flicker, Jet Kundo Way of Dragon combination. And you can see him start to shift towards the bottom lane. Yuzong's there though.
Yeah, let's not forget Clay is on a Purify, so I feel like Keyboy needs to focus on Skylar, or perhaps, I don't know, Skylar is the only viable target here because Clay, again, unless he mix-click his Purify, yeah, Keyboy can't really target his,
Sure.
hero.
Cool. Well, ONIC right now, they're just playing it safe. They're just waiting, because look at that wave, man. That's 2.5 waves built, I believe. It's going to crash into the turret, and I think RRQ, they are willing to let go of one turret, but ONIC is willing to just do this unless...
Oh, he has a Shunpo. Health HP, though. Forced Keyboy to use the recall there. Does RRQ know that he commits to the recall? Let's see. First hit with the shield. Unity catches boots. Does not commit the Black Dragon form just yet. There you go, the commitment. As a defense again, no. Will they re-engage? Is the question. Keyboy now with the conceal. Looking for a better angle perhaps. But it is a reset. Top side still crashing.
Finally, they sent Banana up there, but at what cost? They lost 2 turrets, and now ONIC has full control over the Lord area. Shoes on the other foot. RRQ needs to understand the situation and back away. Skylar is in a very dangerous spot, so is Fairsick.
My god! The deadly catch on towards Fairsick. The damage is not enough. Feather airstrike. Oh, the damage towards Rion! Almost enough, but Banana jumps in with a flicker as well. Boots is trying to gain more space. No casualties from that fight.
And yet RRQ now, they have control over the Lord. What a Lord dance by both of these teams. But at first, he looks to be too low to go for this. Keyboy is completely aware of the situation. And technically, ONIC, they're going to win that Lord dance.
Well, they technically win right now because they recalled a lot faster, and now they're back in position faster. Banana went all the way to the top side, but that wasn't necessary. The wave was building towards ONIC instead. Now with Fairsick, he was low earlier, but he's back now, and they're going for it. But Clay gets saved.
Yeah, I mean, Purify is still on the board here. Keyboy taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful. And Skylar, with the torn apart memory, secures the kill. On towards the Roamer, the finals MSC MVP.
And look at this, they're at a man advantage, Goni!
Well, Naomi charges, does not really connect though. RRQ holding their ground. CW trying to deal damage on towards Banana. They know the whereabouts of CW. Will RRQ pull the trigger? Take a look at the repositioning by Skylar there. Wants to deal damage. Clay in the backside. Oh my god! Naomi charges. Banana focuses on towards CW Lord. It will be taken care of. But now, ONIC, they don't care. They want to fight. CW gets one member deadly catch. Doesn't really connect on towards anyone significantly. But it is still RRQ grabbing that Lord.
Whew. What an intense situation with RRQ. They come out on top. They lost 2 turrets though, and that must be a painful situation. The goal difference has shrunk down to less than 1k, so that late game power spike we're talking about is definitely in play. But RRQ, they have more playmaking tools at their disposal. If they play this correctly, they can still come out on top, especially with the Lord on their side. They need to try and escort it or try and push together with it to confuse ONIC.
For sure, but look at Keyboy right now on the Cho. He's looking for a flank.
CW though. Oh, Naomi finds the right opening, but no! It is actually Naomi gets taken down. Take a look at Keyboy flicker on towards Skylar. He has the immortal though. That's very important. Torn apart memory does not take Keyboy down. It's a trade for Naomi for nothing, so it's a dub for the Porcupines.
For sure, a small victory here for ONIC. But why didn't Naomi, why wasn't he able to connect it on... No, opposite. Why wasn't Keyboy able to connect it onto Skylar?
He got stunned in the middle of all that. That's why all these small stuns from the side of RRQ, it just denies your playmaking potential. And of course, with the Kufra, I think the dash got cancelled right there as well, the Shunpo. So for ONIC, on the other side, they were able to survive and punish Naomi because of the Purify that Naomi failed to take into account in the hands of CW. Now it's back to a Lord Dance as well, and it's the exact same setup. You have to look at the other side. This time it's equal. in positioning, so you have no idea which one's going to reach first. The wave being more grouped up for ONIC leads me to believe that it's going to reach first unless Banana shuffles with the equilibrium.
Did you see Kyrie play on the phone earlier on the Samsung?
Isn't that the fastest hands you have ever seen?
That's the fastest hands I've ever seen, man.
You can't even see his fingers, bro.
Can't even. Imagine his itemization right now.
Well, you can take a look at it right here. Hunter Strike, BOD, Malefic Roar, and the War Axe. He has a ton of damage, but not a lot of defensive options, relying solely on the kit of the Bane. But look at the gold, though. He's actually doing so much better, but Fairstick is a tank, so keep that in mind. That is definitely a factor in the gold discrepancy.
Both teams now toning down their tempo.
They're just waiting.
RRQ though, the map is 60% red. It's safe to say. And I think they should capitalize on it, right? Top side here already controlled by the Paquito. And with the Lord up, ONIC needs to respond. They need to play more reactively just because, yeah, again, the map is red.
Ooh, ONIC has just used the Magic Sentry though. They know that there's nobody on the top side. Now CW is up there and the Lord is half HP. If RRQ wants to force this, I think everyone's converging at the same time though. That's a conceal.
Just to reposition. Oh, will they commit to this? Oh, there you go. Oh, Wave Dragon wrong way. He has Immortal, but Weather Airstrike. The Lord will be taken by BANAA. And now Boots gets stunned in the middle of everything. Gets taken now by Skylar. Naomi, it's an all-out brawl. Keyboy will not be able to survive. I might be wrong as he has the flicker. It's a one-man casualty. But RRQ, do they have enough manpower, firepower to end this game?
They sure do, man. Banana, B-A-N-A-N-A. What a monster on the Paquito, taking the Lord, finding the dub for ONIC, getting Boots taken off the board. He's doing so much for his team right now. And the Lord is going to charge with a mana disadvantage. Do you think ONIC can defend?
Quarter HP Feather Airstrike prematurely. Lord will be taken care of. They have a good high ground here on it. They have the Harith. But it seems like the agenda for inside of RRQ is just to munch the base turrets. They're pushing them outside, which they get.
So close.
They're playing it so disciplined as well. The old RRQ, I feel like, would just keep going, right? And see how it turns out. But RRQ, they know. They've just won in a Lord Dance situation. Now they have more macro plays in their disposal with the mid and bottom base turret taken out for ONIC. So RRQ can go for the Lord Dance, have two waves pushing automatically, and they can even go and get control in ONIC's side jungle. Oof.
It's looking tough, right? Looking at the real-time win probability by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G,
69.
already a 69%
Nice.
win probability here from RRQ. But honestly, at this point, right, 18 minutes in, we're getting into that late game. One mistake might cost you the game. The lucky thing for RRQ is they have a lot more towers to fall onto, whereas ONIC have lost 2 inhibitor turrets. So those lanes as well, they're going to be crashing in favor of RRQ. They have to be very careful in these Lord takes.
I was wishing that we can see a replay of that Lord fight because it was so good. Everyone stopped Keyboard from making the play, and Naomi got between everyone. Hey, on cue by the Samsung Galaxy S series. Look at that. Keyboy gets denied his playmaking tools, and Naomi just stops everyone. And at the same time, ONIC focused on the Lord, but Banana got the better of them. And just like that, Skylar can kite back. He's still full HP at this point. RRQ could have gone for a bit more maybe, but they go with a disciplined route, and now it's back to another Lord Dance in 25 seconds, showing again maturity from both these teams.
Keyboy did his job, right? With that Wave Dragon, he forces the Baksha to be outside of the area, Lord area, right? But Kyrie's retribution on that situation wasn't on point. It was actually Banana with his Paquito who's able to find that last hit on towards that Lord, a critical Lord, mind you. Man, it's another reset. And again, RRQ still with the map control.
Ooh, you can see that earlier, Banana as well as Clay, they were looking for an ambush. But unfortunately, the timing wasn't quite right. Naomi, though, goes for Keyboy.
On the all-in, is this the right move? Now take a look at Banana. Oh, the torn apart memory deals a lot of damage now. Combined with the feather airstrike, it made ONIC just fully retreat.
Instant zone out from RRQ,
Oh.
but Boots wants to go and re-engage.
Oh my god, they forced the fight here, Boots. Is this the right call? No. RRQ in time to disengage. And now it's just ONIC again on the defense.
Wow, man. ONIC, that was a risky move. Boots going in alone there. I think RRQ assumed everyone else was following behind him, so they backed away, which is the right play, but that could have been really bad for ONIC. With the next Lord coming in, though, this is their chance. If they don't mess this up, this should be the ending play, unless ONIC can once again somehow change things around. Gia now with the Divine Glaive means a lot more damage. These tankier members, these fighters from the side of RRQ needs to be a bit more careful when they are threatening, when they are just feinting an engage.
But remember that Valentina needs to be in range, and so far with the positioning coming in from RRQ, they haven't really been giving him a lot of options to work with, especially with the IMU. So it might not even actually be a factor in this Lord push.
Let's see. Carries it over inside half HP. Lord is now taken care of. Question mark. Take a look at the backside. Oh my god, Boots. Try to play as much as time. 3-man knockup. Oh my goodness. Naomi now looking to find the survival. But it seems like ONIC, they managed to defend this one. Against all odds, RRQ, they're the ones retreating.
Ooh, RRQ, they went for the instant end right there. You saw there was less damage being dealt to the members of ONIC compared to the actual base. That was very, very close, but I think RRQ, they kind of chickened out last second and they back away. It's back to another Lord Dance, and the longer they do this, the more ONIC can get a read on what they're trying to do, on who they're trying to punish in these bush mind games.
For sure, it really all depends on who's going to pull the trigger first, right? So far, if we take a look at the items, everyone is full build at this point, but we need to take into consideration of the defense. Anything standing out to you here?
When it comes to defense, I think it's a bit too idealistic to try and think that some items can really save your life at this point. For Clay, it's just so much damage. He's chunking the whole backline for half HP with a single bolt from the Feather Airstrike. ONIC, though, has been able to secure one more turret. What's going on here? This is RRQ. They're kind of... They feel like they're losing out in the control now. They're backing away and letting ONIC take those turrets away.
Oh, Keyboy finding one. No clear follow-up, though. Keyboy. Oh my god, he needs to be careful. He has no immortal. He gets taken out. Killing spree for Clay. And now, take a look at the collapse. Kyrie in an awkward angle. Caught. Gets taken out. Immortal pop now. It's surely a secure kill. ONIC, they got dismantled. They got overzealous there. That was unnecessary. And now RRQ looking to clear two waves. Top and mid crashing. Will they commit?
2-0.
35 on Keyboy, 44 on Kyrie. Let's see RRQ. Oh, they have not found the right opening. Shaman Force pops. Purify as well. Oh! CW gets taken out. And now Petrify against all odds. RRQ did it in MPLID Season 11. They did it again today. Reverse sweeping ONIC 2-1.
The MSC champions have fallen to the new kingdom, rising from the ashes.